Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I was getting ready to prepare this video for you, and I was wishing I could say something gleeful, something that's exciting, entertaining, bring some relaxation to your face, especially since I talk about all the negative things that I do talk about. But I have to talk about the negative things in order to lift up and open a door for truth to arise. You see, we, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I was thinking about you and telling the truth to you today in some specified way, and something said, "Could you handle the truth?" Then I think about things like, yeah, I think say stuff about my own country here because that's where I am, and it's just an expression of things that's happening all around the world. And so, whatever I say about my own country, I'm basically saying about the whole around the world. See, because I'm not talking about a game where political parties play a role, governments play a role, and stuff like this. I'm talking about good and evil. I'm talking about one producing heaven on earth for everyone else, and one producing hell on earth for everyone. And the choice is up to the people. And they cannot both exist in the same place. No, I've heard someone say something that the wheat and the weeds grow together. I want you to know they cannot exist in the same place. They might start out there. There where innocence might begin, and then they begin to grow. And they cannot exist together. Well, you see, evil will use as much truth as it possibly can to facilitate its plan, and that's to deceive the people. See, evil knows that the people recognize that there is a God, even if they try to hide it. They know there's a God. So evil doesn't try to just take the fact and say there's no God. Atheists can exist if they want to, but evil leaves that up to the people. Want people who want to be satisfied that there's a God or what God represents, let them have a measure of that so they can feel satisfied as they do the things that evil wants them to do. But the truth of the matter of it is, truth doesn't represent that way. Truth doesn't use a little bit uh, evil, exercise a little bit of evil to get his point over. No, truth doesn't have to do it. Truth stands up. Truth can't fake it. Truth stands. It is truth's mission to defeat a lie by exposing it as a lie and representing a truth that brings satisfaction to every party concerned without bringing any pain and suffering to anyone that would rob them of anything that is accessible by any other people. So what's good for the gun is good for the goose. There's a heaven that's made for you and me. There's heaven that's made for us all. And we, each of us, are individuals in heaven, in that process, who makes up heaven. And the ones that benefit from heaven, we're the ones that create it. Now, I think about the USA and what people usually think about the USA being okay. But as you listen to some of the things that's being said from the USA about its power and its might, it makes it seem as if it is expressing to the world that out of all the evil that exists, America wants to be number one in the evil game. And they are not hiding it. They are lying and they don't care. They're breaking all the rules and they don't care. And they're seemingly willing to do just about anything. And for some strange reason, I can't understand it. The people in power, I can't understand it. They seem to be and want us to understand that they're moral individuals. That they got some sanctity about them. But yet and still, it seems that everything that the evil tries to do, they waiting for somebody else to stop it. You know, it's almost like when Trump didn't want to go into the draft, there's the people looking at it like that. They don't want to go into the draft. They don't want to go into standing up. So they just fall on flowing with evil. And evil says, right on with the right on. But truth, no, no. So this is what I'm saying. To change, to really change means just that. It means change. When you're talking about on God's side, it's real, the real deal. It doesn't play. It does not shake hands with evil. It tells evil it has to go. God knows that the people over there on the evil side are blind. He knows that. And so it is our duty and it's our responsibility when we get in that position, wherever we might be, at whatever time, when we get in that position, we can't do nothing but stand. And if we're in a dark spot and the light that we bring opens so others can see, then we're doing that which is pleasing to God. Why? Because it's glorifying God. And whatever effect it has, you know, we have not given in. We stood the test of time. And that's what we must do at all times, stand the test of time. That's how you defeat evil, by exposing it and showing them a better way. So when I'm saying that the one with the big power and the big might can be the worst one of all, and then you might think I'm talking about my country. But what if I am? Let's think about the other countries that's in line trying to take number one spot, want to be the biggest evil on earth. Where on earth? Where on earth is there any group of people saying, let us get rid of the pain and suffering on earth? Is there anyone, any people, any country, anywhere where people are saying, let us come together and make sure that happiness is experienced by human beings everywhere? Is there anyone who is saying something like that? If not, why? Are you saying that it can't be done, and so why think about it? It can be done, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is have a reason for wanting to do it. Now, it's not a big thing to have a reason. It's a simple. If you love yourself, then do unto others as you would have others do unto you. In other words, make it good for others. These are your providers. Make it wonderful for them. So when they do what they do that comes back to you, it's wonderful. And wonderfulness. You'll be surprised how the problems aren't there anymore. You'll be surprised that you don't have to worry about the draft. You don't have to worry about going to war. You don't have to worry about arguing. Because see, for us in the human form, for us to exist as a representative of God, evil has got to be gone. People's eyes got to be opened up. That's the only way we can exist on earth, is for evil leaving. And when I say leaving, I mean people saying, wow, there is a God. And they're observing what we're saying. But most of all, what they're doing is they're watching us and see what we are doing. And by watching us and we doing what God's will is, they see honor God. Now, when you see a good thing, you don't run. No, you don't. And there's nothing better than heaven on earth. So that get wiped away evil. Now, I'm going to have to cut this short. I know you want to know more, and I want to give you more, but I got to be back. Good night.